Hey guys, what is up? NYK31 here, and I am bringing you a game of Madden 15 as part 3, the conclusion, if you will, of my 3-4 defense setup. Links to part 1 and 2 I've included in the description, and part 3 here is going to be a full online ranked game where I'll be, going through the method to my madness. Every play of an online ranked game, I'm playing with the Houston Texans. Been playing with the Texans a lot in online ranked. I want to get a taste of my future quarterback with my Jets, and I like playing with the weaker teams. Texans are an okay team. They have some holes, and that makes it more challenging because I figure if I can get what I want cooked up in my brain to work with a team that has holes, the better personnel you have, the better results you're going to get. And the Cardinals are a pretty solid team as well. They certainly have advantages that I do not have, especially on their defensive side of the ball in their secondary. And I have Larry Fitzgerald to deal with as well as Michael Floyd. Carson Palmer is, a capable QB that can wing it. And you see I'm doing my substitutions, trying to get my linebackers in the spots that I want them. I want Clowney and Watt either on the line in those nickel sub packages, Clowney especially. And Watt will play in a variety of spots. He'll play defensive end, he'll play defensive tackle inside. And Watt can do so many things. He's just a complete monster, which you'll see in this game as we go on. And I have, my Notre Dame Fighting Irish, Lewis Nix Irish Chocolate in there, anchoring the middle. And again, you'll see the depth chart set up in part 2. Like there, he's popping a draw. And, first drive here, first series of plays, kind of feeling out what he wants to do. I obviously would love to get him off the field as soon as I can, but if I give up points, either a touchdown or a field goal, I don't panic. If anything, it gives me an idea of what he's all about. Like here, he tries to run a screen. And the way I have my audible set up, and the whole idea behind how I wanted to play the 3-4 is trying to replicate a Nick Saban style as best as I can, Liz Rip pattern match that he employs. And really the best way that I found to do it, it took a lot of trial and error, is I have my audible set up to kind of match the receiving strength of the formation. When I'm, calling a pass defense audible, a zone audible, and or the run strength when I'm trying to dial up a zone blitz to where I think the run may be going based on formation strength as best as I can. And I have base plays that I come out in, and if I like it, I stay in it. If not, I have audibles that I feel pretty confident in, which you'll be able to see in the play calling screen. And here on 3rd and inches on a long field, I'm in the 3-4 bear, and I don't want to sell out and go YOLO quite yet on a long field, so I'll call like a pinch blitz and see if I could get a push, but I can't. And I'm okay with that. Again, I just want to use the first drive, the first couple of series of downs to kind of, get a gauge on how he likes to play. You're going to see shenanigans in an online ranked game at some point or another. Just a matter of when. Like here I have a blitz call to the right. He runs to the left, and that's why I have Brooks Reed in the game instead of Whitney Merciless. Because of Brooks Reed's block shedding is in the mid-80s, and I have Lewis Nixon there, who did a good job of clogging that up. Cover 2 sink. And here we go. He does the instant scramble what he did there. He kept a guy in to block Watt, so he can't get off. So that lets me know I'm going to have to do a contain stunt and play over the top zone coverage. As soon as a guy starts to pull that nonsense, have your edge rushers in a contain, and that'll knock that out. That's not going to work. Akeem Dent, he can play well in space. Doesn't really get off of blocks that well, though. But with Crick, Nix, and Brooks Reed over there, he can make plays in space just like he did there. The corners on this team I don't love. Kareem Jackson, Jonathan Joseph, they're okay. I like the safeties, though. DJ Swearinger at strong safety is a good thumper. And Kendrick Lewis You know, he's usually Mr. Johnny on the spot for me as far as his zone coverage goes. His zone coverage is in the high 70s, and he does some pretty good stuff, and his hit power is pretty decent as well. And Swearinger, his is in the mid 70s, but he has high hit power also. So I like to have enforcers there over the middle, in the deep middle at the safety position. It really helps as far as jarring balls loose. Someone asked if I could play this with the Ravens or do a setup with the Ravens. I don't remember who, but yeah, I'll do that at some point. And there I had the contain stunt on 3rd and 6, and you see Watt come off. I was playing pass all the way, and Watt still came off and limited the damage there. And here I'm bringing a zone blitz on 4th and 2. I figure he's going to be throwing it. I'm creeping up with my user safety, and it doesn't quite get through. And he gets it in behind me. You know, he kicked some guys in the block, and it got picked up. That's going to happen. And he gets on the board. So, you know, he busted out some rollout cheese and whatnot. But I didn't really see anything, you know, in his play style that I think I can't find a pretty, you know, solid answer to. I score on my possession, so he's getting the ball back here. So we'll see how I handle this drive. I think I started out in 3-3-5 wide 9. No, this is 2-4-5 nickel. I'm going to come out on cover 2 sink. It's, you know, 128 in the second quarter. I'm going to contain stunt my ends, and watch what that does to this wide receiver screen. Watch Clowney chase this down. The contain stunt, if you're audible to contain stunt for your edge guys, that'll help those wide receiver screens as far as jamming them up. And Clowney has the athletic goods to track it down for a 3-yard gain, for only a 3-yard gain. I'm going to do a cover 4 drop, kind of clog that up a little bit, and I shade my safety to the inside. He wanted to hit the tight end on the trail, but I had the defensive tackle to the tight end side in a hook that kind of took that away, and the safety shaded to the middle of the field. It clogged up that seam and was able to knock it loose along with the guy in the curl flat zone. Again, playing over the top coverage to extend the depth of that curl flat zone. So 3rd and 7. What do I do here? Do I bring a zone blitz here? I think I called a zone blitz, but I audible out of it. No, I'm in cover 4. 3-man rush, cover 4. And here I cheat toward the dig, but again, the hit power. Swearinger, he closes on that sucker and jars it loose. I scored and I threw a pick 6, disrespecting Patrick Peterson. Or I threw the pick 6, got the ball back, scored pretty quickly, and now he has the ball back on offense.
The Cardinals come to the line.
So at this point, I feel like I have a pretty good grasp of what he's trying to do.
Carson Palmer takes a look down from under center.
Cover 3 sky, and again, the reason why I want to have my coverage audibles set up to maximize or match numbers. You saw that right there on that wide receiver screen. The reason why that was blown up is because I had the numbers matched, and I was able to get a free defender to blow up the wide receiver screen. And there I get a ball hawk fail. Combination of my fault and the triangle button not responding. I let him get it across my face, and friggin' ball hawk. My wish for ball hawk is either make the control responsive or take the damn thing out of the game. One of the two. Zone blitz here. He flips the play, and J.J. Watt says, "You're just not going to run my direction. It's not going to happen." So now here comes the no huddle.
The Cardinals will take the snap from the 40.
And he audibled one of his guys to a hook. Akeem Dent couldn't quite get there in time. The Texans linebackers are just not that great in zone coverage and playing in space, which makes, you know, sense for the most part since they're, you know, a 3-4 team. I was playing kind of soft there, but Swearinger, I tell you, he came up and filled that pretty nicely. That was a cover 4 drop, and he came up and limited that to a 4-yard gain. Know your players. Know what they can do, folks.
Second down coming up. He'll go ground. He's tackled beyond
Playing too
the
soft there. I
marker.
thought he was going to
It's a
throw the
first
ball.
down.
Well, I think we all know the situation here. It's a close game in the second half, and you're losing.
They look
If
like
you
cover
pick up a
6.
first down, oh my gosh, that opens up many more possibilities. What you can do on the
So now I'm going to
offensive
go
side.
into a
Good
3-4.
job by the
I like
offense.
3-4 even because it gets your nose into a 3 technique position. So he's going to be one-on-one on that guard to your right. If you have a pass rusher at the nose tackle position, then there's Brooks Reed holding that edge. You know, that's a really good set to run. Lewis Nix isn't the greatest pass rusher in the world. I believe his pass rush move is in the low 80s. But if you have a guy like, say, Damon Harrison on the Jets who has a good pass rush move, a guy like Henry Melton, if you want to convert a 4-3 team to a 3-4, or Geno Atkins, that's a great set to use. Here I jump the trail, I see it all the way, and I get the user pick. Justice is served. I was in a cover 3 show 2 and took a chance. I had the deep safety on that side rotating, so when I saw the trail motion by that tight end, I just made a beeline right to him. I wasted my possession, 3 and out by me, so he's back on offense. And I had a double OLB blitz called, but I audible to a contain stunt. Again, I was just I have that play in my mind where he tried to roll out. So he ran the old power and gained some yards. So you see the vice grip gradually starting to clamp down on him since that first drive. Not a whole heck of a lot of success for him.
2nd and 3 after that last carry.
A left run blitz here.
Offense lines up here. The final quarter under.
Boom, ran right into it.
With this snap. Now looking at 3rd down.
I'm going to call the same play to the other. Nope. Yeah, same play. Pressure under the other side, but that's JJ. JJ gives me the luxury of, if I'm wrong on a play call on a run blitz, he can stand there and make the stop. 4th and 2, he's probably going to throw here now. I spy Lewis Nix. Slants, they're all covered. Turnover on downs. I was thinking that, he tried to run it twice, didn't pick it up, so I figured he'd try to throw. And in a 4th and 2 situation, more than likely a slant or a drag. And the spy kind of helped to muck up his vision and throwing lane and got a turnover on downs. So I score 24-14. I'm up 2 possessions now. I'm in pretty good shape. He's going into... he's starting to get desperate now. He goes to trips Hail Mary. No. That's not going to work.
Just not a good decision by the quarterback. I mean, maybe on the sidelines,
Desperation starting to set in. He's starting to panic.
Of this cover 2 defense. Don't do that.
I want to get Clowney where I want him. I'm going to call man 3 deep. I'm not going to shade any coverage yet. Usually what I do in man coverage is I try to anticipate who might be running the corner route and shade to the outside. But there we're able to hold without any shading going on.
Most of the time they're dropped, and this time that was a bad drop by the defense.
3rd and 10. I want to bring some zone heat here. I'm playing over the top coverage. It leaves the guy in the block so it gets picked up. And look at JJ roaming in space. He is a freak of nature. Fourth down, of course, he's going to go for it now. I could have probably afforded not to contain stop my ends, but I just wanted to keep him in there. But I get kind of caught in between deep crossers there, and I picked the wrong guy. I was kind of in between and wasn't really close enough to make a play on either one. Zone blitz here again. That's got to be a fumble, EA. That's got to be a fumble. Give me the sack fumble on that, please.
By the defense. They let the quarterback get outside the pocket, but they stay in place. They show their discipline.
So he's starting to feel the pressure now. Getting one-dimensional, chucking the ball downfield, looking deep, deep, deep. And I'm playing over the top coverage, so it's going to be very hard to get the ball deep if I don't screw it up. Now I'm going to play some man coverage. I'm going to shade everybody to the inside. QB contain. There's your sack.
My gosh, you're talking about getting overpowered. I guess they were expecting a speed move. The right guard and right tackle are both full.
Here I'm going to call a timeout. My guys got tired, so I had some backups in the game. So 3rd and forever. I'm just going to lay back, cover 4, protect the sticks over the top. And Keenan Lewis is going to break on this sucker, INT it. I had the safety shade to the middle of the field. You can do all of that in the coverage audible screen with the left stick. And he's going to cry uncle. So there you have it. That is how I play 3-4, folks. Go back and take a look at parts 1 and 2 if you want to take a look at the audible setup. If you want to see this done with more teams, let me know. I'll be happy to do so. Hope you guys enjoy. Talk to you all later. Peace.